Hello again, welcome to E.S.freecoach, and this is your host, Evelyn Siegelstrand. Okay, I will be talking all about YouTube intro. I know a lot of people will like to have intros. Me, myself, I was doing it lately only. But mind you, my first YouTube channel, it is monetized now. It's not a big channel actually. It is monetized. And when I started it, I've even just using my mobile phone. Actually, I combine. And then I never have YouTube intros on my first, I think, almost until it was monetized. I never have YouTube intros. I never think of YouTube intros at all. I'm impressed with people who have very nice YouTube intros, and I was really have appreciation on it. And it's like, oh, it's so nice with the YouTube intros. But actually, we will ask ourselves, do we really need to have a YouTube intro? Do we really need time to do it? Okay, how does it affect our content? Actually, I have been doing the research and watching big YouTubers who are making their contents and have a lot of views on it, and they don't even have YouTube intros. And why? Ask yourself, when you go to YouTube, you want to search for something that you want to consume. You search for something that you want to get this information, right? And if you will encounter a content that has a very long YouTube intro, you will really like, oh my God. It's like the YouTube intro is 75% of the content, which is very wrong, you know. If you have a video for like 5 minutes and your YouTube intro is like 1 minute, and even like go farther than longer than 1 minute, it's more like you just see the YouTube intro and then you get tired of it, and then you just transfer to another because it's the competition in YouTube is really big. So you have to deal with it and you have to consider it. If I go to a channel and I will like, okay, this is the information I want to have. And you go to channels and it will be a lot there when you do the search. And when you start to be watching and oh my God, this is just intro, and you will take it out, go to another content, it's because the other one is just too long of the YouTube intro. Unless the one who will view your channel is your friend, and your friend will consider it, doesn't care you have a long YouTube intro or not. So actually, when I get monetized, I will tell you, I never use YouTube intro until my first channel was monetized. So this is my third channel actually. I have a second channel that is in my language, Filipino, and this channel will be in English and more all about tutorials. And that is why, as I have noticed, I never use YouTube intro. And that time I was also wondering, oh my goodness, is it okay that I don't have a YouTube intro? Of course I don't say, or people doesn't say you shouldn't. You can have a YouTube intro, but be sure that your YouTube intro is not too long, that it's just eating up all the content, and people will have no more time or no more patience to watch the whole video. It's just because it's only the YouTube intro that is there. Okay, how will you make your YouTube intro very precise? People can get already the information, and you don't need to have like you have very long. They can get the information, but at the same time it's just short, because anyway people doesn't care. Actually, it doesn't care about YouTube intros. People go to your channel, people search for a content. It's because they want the information. It's the information they want to consume. It's not your intro. People doesn't care. But of course, sometimes if you're a person, you're creative, you just like to do something else, I want to have an intro. Of course you can do it, but just make sure that your intro will not exceed, like, I think 1 minute YouTube intro is even quite long actually, because 1 minute is 60 seconds. So if you count to 60 seconds is actually quite long. So you can actually have a YouTube intro for like, I have experimented it in my first channel that is already monetized, and I had been working with that channel in 2 years already. It's not a big channel, but yeah, with that channel I learned a lot. And it's as I said, YouTube is a journey where you will really learn a lot, and your learning is like never ending. I mean, if you think that you've been in YouTube for 2 years and you think that you learn a lot, you know already everything. No, it's not. YouTube is a growing, it is a growing business, and that you have to go with the flow, you have to be updated. So it's really very important that you are updated. And as far as YouTube intros are concerned, I never see a very big YouTuber having a long YouTube intros. Okay, so don't make it a problem about YouTube intros, because some people, like, sometimes you see other people who have a very very nice YouTube intros, you know. Some people are even paying other people to make their YouTube intros, but actually you don't really need to do it. But you can have all the time YouTube intros, but be sure not to make it very long. For me, like 30 seconds is actually okay, even 15 seconds. So me, I had tried it. I put a YouTube intro that was like for a minute, and me myself, when I go to it, and I was like, oh, why am I putting this long YouTube intros? Okay, this is the content I want to see, you know. And oh my god, this YouTube intros is just, and me myself, I get irritated, and I was like, why did I do this? But as far as my experience is concerned, I had been experimenting a lot in my YouTube channel. My first YouTube channel, this is my third. So as you see now, if you're watching it now, this is the 11th of November 2022. I only have, no, I don't have subscribers yet. But I am putting a lot of videos in this one, because I am also experimenting. Do you know that YouTube is more all about experiment? Look at what those big YouTubers, well-experienced YouTubers, have an update of everything about YouTube, and just apply what they say, okay? It's like sometimes there are things that maybe works for other people that doesn't work for you. Maybe like you are good in cooking and you want to have a cooking channel, and then when it comes to you, it doesn't work. I mean, it's just like that. So that is why, for me, I am doing, this is my third channel, and it's also all about tutorials. And I know I'm just good in talking. I'm good in a lot of things, but I try everything. So the length of YouTube intro, I think 30 seconds is okay. You can try to watch. I mean, you yourself see it. Watch a video with a very short intro, how you feel for it. Okay, how you feel for it. Okay, you go to the channel because you want to know about this content. You want to know, you want to get information about this certain thing, and you are there, and you will be, you know, bumped with a 2 minutes YouTube intro. And I experienced it. There's a YouTuber, and his content is actually good, but then he has an intro that is like half of the content. And like, excuse me, I'm here to see this video, you know, I'm here to see this kind of DIY, but then the DIY is like 5 minutes and your intro is 2 minutes, and that intro is too long. Anyway, that's all for YouTube intros for today, and thank you for watching. See you again next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share too.